ZBTR TV presents Conversations with Mhambi.
Empowering the future, strengthening democracy, and building a vibrant civic culture among Zambia's youth.
Tune in every third Saturday of the month as I host young, vibrant Zambian guests discussing matters of national interest. Good morning and welcome to Conversations with Mhambi, where Zambia's young voices share ideas that shape our nation's future. I'm your host, Mhambi Musonda.
Hello everyone, this is Mhambi Musonda. Wonderful to be here with all of you today. As we head into the holiday season, I wanted to change it up for a little bit. Usually we talk about politics most of the time, and we talk about stuff important to Zambia, which is why we're called Zambia Blog Talk Radio. But I wanted to, for the holiday season, invite someone who is very special to me to come and share his experiences. He is not only he's a friend, he's my brother, he's my cousin, and so I'm very happy to have my cousin Kondwani Kanweka here. Kay, how are you?
What's up, man? I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for coming on. We're excited to have you on.
You need me. Come on.
Well, pardon?
This is going to be the best episode.
I think so, and definitely you being on helps. So tell our viewers, who you are, where you are joining us from, what do you do? Obviously, I know you, but some of our other viewers might not know you.
What's up? My name is Kondwani Kanweka. Okay, Kanweka, between the two. I'm a second-year student at Northwest University studying finance and accounting. Yeah, that's me.
that is you. That is you. That's it, huh?
Yeah.
So this is going to be sort of a lighthearted discussion. This is we have a very close relationship, so this is it's just going to be like it's going to be like us talking, but instead the whole world gets to see what we talk about.
But we'll mind ourselves. We can't leak everything.
Of course, we can't leak everything. So we'll behave. You'll behave.
Yeah.
I'm behaved already. So we'll share some experiences. As I said, this is the holiday season, and it's a time where we spend valuable time with our loved ones and our family. And so I wanted to have you on because I was supposed to be there for Christmas, but things happened. So this is the best I could get. So I just want to ask you some questions about sort of the holiday season and the differences between Christmas in Zambia and Christmas here, and just some general questions. So my first question is, and I think we're just going to talk. What is your favorite memory about growing up in our family? Memory. So.
Yeah, growing up in our family. What can I say? Obviously, vibes. Yeah, so most of them is just spending time with family, your grandparents. We have a lot of grandparents, aunties and uncles, all that stuff. So yeah, and the food goes down.
And the food goes down.
The food goes down, everything. Yeah, so yeah, most of that, just spending time with your family and everything. And yeah, spending time with your family.
How would you describe, why is it important to sort of, spend time with their family? Because I think we as Africans, obviously, we value family much more than, other cultures. So just talk about sort of the impact your family has had on your life, your immediate family, obviously, your dad, your mom, your brothers, and your extended family, us, your cousins. So just talk about sort of the impact family has had on your life.
So family, obviously I love my family and all, but yeah, they give us guidance, on how to go with things, the love, the support, financial,
Oh,
emotional.
financial.
Big on financial because we need money.
Big on sponsors.
Our sponsors, man. So yeah, that's what family is for. Yeah, guidance, love, support. What else? Even just being present in when you're down, especially with school. Now that we're in university, I feel like this is where family is more important because you lose your mind and all, and you just need
Yeah,
to, yeah, share your own
your
going.
mind. That's a good one. That's a good one. You can't lose your mind.
No,
So
you
how would you describe the role of, what are some traditions or values that have been passed down through our families? Obviously, you're in Zambia, I'm here in America, so traditions and values are much different. Um, they can be the same, but obviously, you because of you growing up in Zambia, it's much different. So, what are some traditions and values that have been,
respect, big
yeah,
on respect. I feel like
that's
the
big.
way you guys give respect to your parents that side is different to the way we would give them here.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you can't. Wait a minute. Okay, I'll leave that one alone.
Respect,
Continue.
Mohammed. There's a lot of respect here. There is span of like of conversations you can't have with your parents, or certain words you can't choose with your parents. But if I was in America, if my family was there, I would use them because that's the culture there.
Well, I don't know about everybody. I can say for me growing up, since we're a part of the same family, there's some words, I'm, not all of us are, we can't say what we want to our parents. Mom always says that I'm not your friend, so you can continue. I just had to clarify.
But yeah, respect. What else can I say? Even I would also say community, like the
That's big.
community around you. Yeah, it's different. I feel like you guys there what can I say? You're more social with you. I don't know if you're social, I don't know. But from the movies that I watch, you guys are taking pie to the neighbor's house, what, cookies. In Zambia, there's nothing like
Oh, no,
that.
no, no, no. Those are only white people. White families. No,
In
but
Zambia,
we
there's nothing like that. For you to even take something to the neighbor, hey, your parents can shout at you. Because obviously here people come and ask for the basic stuff like sugar. Maybe they don't have sugar. Then maybe if you give them, they get sick. Then it's on you. So that are the same things that I'll say we don't do that. I don't know if
but
if you understand.
community is different. So I want to touch on that. You talked about community, and that's something that's big in our family. It's big in a lot of
Mhm.
Zambian families. It's big in a lot of African families, just as us as Africans in general. What does community look like in the Zambian context for you, as
It's
you've grown up in
different. Okay,
Zambia?
if you come from the suburbs, it's different. If you come from
I'm
from
gonna add.
the like eh, from the suburbs, and I don't use this word, but yeah, those
This
low
is
residential areas, it's different. Okay, from me, my family is middle class, so for us, communities like we know our neighbors, and they've become like maybe our close friends. We can have Christmas together and all. And yeah, just the basic stuff. Popping fireworks together, that's big. Everyone will be outside with their fireworks. You put them together, you pop everything for Christmas. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
that's
something
that's
that we don't do here, right? So we talk about a contrast. I know you guys do fireworks. Here it's cold, so you're not doing fireworks. That's for 4th of July. That's for Fourth of
for
July.
you. Even as it's only on Christmas when you pop fireworks. So yeah.
Yeah, I know you guys pop fireworks for Christmas, which is again, a difference.
Yeah.
How so we talked about traditions, we talked about values, respect. Definitely I think we can also say education is big in our family. Our parents and our grandparents want us to go to school. If you don't
Yeah,
go to school,
big.
that's if you don't go to
That's a
school,
taboo. You have to go to school.
you have to go to school. At least you get maybe a 2-year degree. You have to get something, you know.
You have to have something. You have to have something.
That's also big in our family.
You
What
can't
about
just
hard?
And it's
Sort of
true.
hard work?
And it's true.
Hard work.
Come again.
Hard work, right?
What?
I said hard work is also a big value. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, hard work. You have to be hardworking, obviously.
You
Every
have to be
family.
hard work.
You just have to be hardworking. Yeah, I can hear you.
Hard work is also a big
You
value.
just have to
You
be
obviously
hardworking.
you help our grandpa in Ndola outside of the stuff you do at school. So
Yeah,
just tell us about that experience. You for Homelink. Just tell us about that experience and how it is sort of shaped, how it sort of changed you, because we're the same age, we're 21, so you're getting this experience at a young age. You're learning how it is
yeah.
to navigate the world. So talk about that experience and how it sort of translates into the value of hard work.
Okay, working for grandpa has been amazing. It's been a big opportunity for me, obviously. So I'm doing finance and accounting, and grandpa has put me under the accounting stuff. So I've like even when I'm in class, like for example, this last semester, I had taxation, right? So before learning that, grandpa used to put me on like paying for taxes, all this ZRA stuff. So when I was doing that, when I went into school, like the first semester while in taxation, everything was just like flowing. I knew about the returns, how to file all that stuff, ZRA, what do you call it? Pay as you earn, all those things. I already knew how to calculate them prior to going into those classes that I was having. So it's been a big what can I say? It's been a
It's been a good experience.
Yeah, it's been a good experience.
Your English has come on a boat, huh?
English came on a boat, Mohammed. I always tell you.
English came. So explain to some of our viewers what Homelink is. Some of them who might not know. Explain what Homelink is.
Homelink is it's a real estate company. Obviously, what we do is manage properties for people. We help them in selling and buying land, houses, yeah, and that. Trusted property managers. That's what we call ourselves.
Trusted
From
property
1996.
From 1990 what?
1996.
So 30 years.
30 years.
And it's just that we don't have this picture, but your dad worked for Homelink when he was younger,
yeah.
right?
I feel like everyone in our family has gone through Homelink. Everyone.
Yeah, everyone has gone through Homelink.
We have to praise Grandpa for that because it's been a big support system for everyone.
Or you got to tell the viewers. Tell us who Grandpa is. I mean, since you work with him, tell him what's his name, what does he do? Because we know him, but other people might not know him.
It can take the whole day, but yeah, let me summarize it. So Grandpa, he's always evolving, so we don't know. So yeah, Grandpa, his name is Anthony Katongo. He was a former mayor, former DC in I don't know if it's 2019 to 2021, somewhere there.
2021.
Yeah, somewhere there. And yeah, now he has his own businesses, apartments. So yeah, he's still thriving. So that's him.
You've been living with him for over a year, right?
From the time I started school here. Since 2024. Since 2024 I've been here. Not been here, but yeah.
A lot of our Grandpa Anthony is obviously, he's special, in our family. He's the chairman, he's the boss. We all like him. That's our grandpa. When we all get together, we all like being with grandpa. So talk to me. I want to know your experience living with him and what sort of lessons you've sort of drawn from, living with him. Because he's a guy.
Yeah, he's a guy. So for him, you have to be very respectful, obviously, because he'll blast on you. Uh, what else can I say? He's very kind. He's a good man, and he takes care of his families.
Yeah,
Yeah,
families.
it's just been too good there. Obviously, I can't remember when I was a youngster. When I also used to come here when I was a youngster, but not for this long. How I've been here. So yeah, what can I say? He's just been good. It's been good. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's been a
You're
really
lucky
good experience.
because you're living with him. You know, some of us would like to, you know, be in your
You would
position.
love to because man, you're drawn to old people. You're drawn to old people. So any old person would love you. Come on,
You know what? I think I told you last time when I was there that I'm most popular
the
with
old
older
people.
people. And you know what? I think it just might be true because even here they're just drawn to me. I don't know what it is. I don't I don't know what it is. But you've been living with him for about a year. You've been in school.
Yeah,
You've joined
yeah.
Homelink. You're in Ndola. You know, obviously you were in Lusaka before. I forgot to ask you. Talk about, you know, we're talking about family. Talk about, you know, your parents, your brother. Obviously, I know your parents. You know, I love your parents. I make, you know, no, no bones about it. I love your parents
You love
and
everyone's
your
parents,
brothers,
probably.
but especially yours.
So
Talk
yeah,
about your parents, the impact your parents have had on you, and you know, you're obvious, and you're a middle child too. You have an older brother, you
yeah,
have a younger brother. Talk about your brothers and sort of
so
growing up with
yeah.
them.
I'll start with my parents. So my parents are very good people, very loving people, the kind guidance, all that stuff. They give me that. I'm very grateful for them. They work very hard. My brothers are also they're figuring out themselves. Also, good people. I love them. I'll do anything for them. Yeah, mommy, that's all I have to say.
To say,
They're just so
okay,
good.
okay.
I don't know how to describe them. I don't know how to describe them
That's okay.
one by one.
They're,
But yeah,
I think your parents are very loving. They're very kind.
yeah.
And
You
they're
describe them.
well. I mean, it's not for me to describe them. It's for you. Those are your parents. Um, so you know, talking about you know, Christmas. You talked about, you know, you guys do fireworks. So how's Christmas celebrated in Zambia? I know there's a chicken. You guys eat chicken, and you
Yeah, there's chicken. The food. Let me just
know.
get into the food. So the food is always like a Mohammed. Even though it's the same meal everywhere. If you're cooking from home, it's the same meal. You know you're going to have the potatoes, the rice, the coleslaw, the if you want to call it salads, whatever, the meat, the chicken, the Fanta cases. I can already smell them in the neighborhood. People
Upo.
are keeping the mayonnaise. I don't know if you've heard this before.
The
I don't know if you've
mayonnaise.
heard about I don't know if you've heard about the those my memes for Kutu Aikata Shan at mayonnaise for Christmas. Have you seen it?
No, I've never heard of the mayonnaise. You can explain that one.
Mayonnaise it's like mothers will save up like mayonnaise for Christmas because that's like the main ingredient everywhere.
Really?
Yeah, so for the salads, for the potatoes, so you can't touch the mayonnaise. That's what it's just meaning. Like
Okay.
someone opens and puts it on bread and stuff. And you're dead there because it's for Christmas.
Well, I mean,
That's usually here. It's ham and cookies, and you know, a lot of sweets.
Mayonnaise for Christmas.
All right. So what else is how is it like? Because I've never spent a Christmas there, so I've always been
Yeah, you're
intrigued
supposed to
about
spend this
how.
day, but yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, Christmas. Okay, it's been changing when I was young. Obviously, the whole family used to come together, crash at grandma's house. We eat, the other people will be drinking. We'll be outside playing with fireworks.
People do.
Obviously, yeah, we'll be playing with fireworks. You know, those to my fireworks for those, like, I don't know if you have them in America, let's say. Like, where you can shoot at your friend.
I know. I've never.
Yeah, but yeah, we have them. So
That
it's
sounds a little
very cool. It's
scary.
very, very cool. So our Christmas actually goes up to New Year. Will just be with the entire family from like the 20, from like the 24th to like the 1st. It's just with like a bunch of extended families. So yeah, that was cool. But right now, times have changed. Obviously, people have moved on. They have their own families and all. So it's like you spend it with your immediate family, which is also cool. With you, you'll be chilling, you'll be eating, you'll be talking. Maybe they'll get you presents. In Zambia, it's not a must that you have to get a child. A present
Ask
on
you that
Christmas.
question. Yeah, I was going to ask you because here in Western culture, unfortunately, and as I've grown up, I've really seen that the real value of Christmas is not in
Just
gifts.
family.
It's family, and it's these gifts that God gives us. Especially this year, we lost our grandfather, and that's
Yeah,
this
it was very
holiday.
sad.
Yeah, you're really mindful that all of us are here for a short amount of time, and so the real gift is not a physical gift where you can use like a console or something. It's the gift of family, and I like that you said that.
Yeah, it's not a must. You guys are westernizing us. Okay, some people they want to get their children gifts and whatever. If you can, you can do it. But most of us we're not getting them. So
Mm,
yeah.
okay. Yeah. Okay.
So that's
That's
the
that is a very interesting sort of explanation. I like that because it's everything is different. So we talked about
very
some traditions. What are some other? I'm just curious. Some other maybe Zambian Christmas traditions that are unique to Zambians that people outside the country might not know about. You talked about the mayonnaise. You talked about the chicken. You talked about the fireworks.
What other apart from Christmas, what other big events are there in Z?
What other big sort of during the Christmas season? What are some other traditions that people might not know about? So we talked about mayonnaise. We talked about chicken. We
Man.
talked about fireworks. Talked about people coming together. Are they what is it?
Yeah.
Are there other holiday traditions that, or not even holiday? Maybe stuff that we do as a family during the holidays. That
Even
we
what can
might
I
not
say?
know about.
Singing the Christmas carols.
Oh yeah, Christmas carols. I don't sing, but yeah, that's we I don't sing.
We do that sometimes, but it's not all the time. What else can I say? That I can't think of anything right now, but yeah, maybe that.
Okay, that's fair. We talked about your favorite meal. So what is your favorite meal during Christmas? Well, you said the food
Is it?
slapping, so yeah, or just during the Christmas season.
Yeah. It's just I want to say in Shima, but wala.
What is that?
uh,
That's the staple meal.
Shima is everywhere. It's every day.
It's
But
every day.
the days on Christmas, maybe at lunch, you can have a crazy Shima. They put my beanies. But which other meal? Eh, maybe at our house, my aunt Temala, my mom's sister, used to cook like lasagna. She used to make
Wow.
lasagna. She used to do the pizza. Very nice, even though it was not exactly like what you buy in a store. But yeah, it was similar to that. Yeah, those stuff. Those stuff.
Okay.
As lasagna.
Okay. I like that. Okay. You guys do cookies or you know
Voila, we
desserts?
don't.
Okay. I mean, because that's big here, right? You got here in
Maybe
America.
that's my experience. Maybe other Zambians have it, but voila. But my
No, I mean,
cookies.
I think that's we like hearing from you because you're here, so we want to hear from your experience. Yeah, I mean, here it's cookies, candy canes,
You guys even build it to my houses, to my gingerbread. We don't do
gingerbread.
that here.
They don't. Of course, they don't do that. Of course, they don't do that in Zambia. Gingerbread. I'm trying to think of what else. Um, Eggnog. I don't know if you've heard of eggnog.
Voila, I've never. What's that?
It's sort of like a sugary. I don't know how to describe it. It's like milk, but it's I can't describe it, but it's good. It's good.
No, when
It's
I
good.
come, I'll try it.
It's good.
I'll try it when I come.
Someone asked, do people, and I don't know, maybe in our family, but do people still travel from the village to celebrate in town? Stanley, have you seen people in our family, maybe your mom's side? That's the question from our audience member.
It depends. I don't know what you call a village, but
have you been to the village?
Well, I haven't been. Can we describe like where our great grandparents were staying? Like Mushidi, is that a village? Would you say that's a village?
I don't think Mushili would be considered a village.
Yeah, then no, we don't. No village people where I come from. From the village to
rural areas. Okay.
Unless maybe if you say like those low residential areas, yeah, they come, but only a few. Not everyone can come.
Yeah, obviously, not everybody. The problem with some of family members from the villages, they take advantage of things.
They can come and steal your whole house and you won't know anything.
But I don't think Mushili or Masala would be considered villages. So maybe those are
because that's like the what can I say? That can be the lowest place where we can have relatives, like not like the village one.
Yeah, I don't think relatives and I don't think they're coming down from Kasama for Christmas.
like you just get surprised. My Malawian people start coming for Christmas. Can be like, hey, what's up, baby?
Not here. What do you want from me?
Hey. We can be scared. We can be like, what's happening?
Okay. So Christmas is just village where your parents. Let me display this question. Village where your parents, grandparents come from, the province and district from where your family is from. So our family's from northern. So our people aren't coming from northern, are they, Kate?
No, they're not. Kasama. They can't.
Okay.
Our parents are from Kasama. Wait, should you describe our individual parents or what?
You can describe your. I don't know.
So both my Bali is from Chipata.
You gotta explain that. Slang. Yeah. That's slang word. You gotta remember that's slang.
Oh, so my father is from Chipata, Malawi. That side.
Province.
Yeah, the Chewas. That side. My mom is from Kasama. She's Namwanga. Yeah, she's from Kasama.
I had no idea. I didn't know that about both your parents.
She is. My mom is Namwanga. It's similar to Bemba. I feel like if you're to hear Namwanga, you can understand a few things.
Well, a lot of from my understanding of Zambian history, a lot of tribes are offshoots of the Bemba speaking people. So
yeah, that's what it is.
Okay, well that's
I'm not the one asking questions. Okay, continue.
Yeah. Okay. So my next question is, we talked about what Christmas means to you, personally. How do you stay connected with family members? Because there are people who are watching, who won't be able to go back home to Zambia for Christmas for various reasons. And the holiday season, as you talked about, is it's a time where people. The holiday season is special because you're with your loved ones, but unfortunately, for various reasons, people aren't able to, be with their loved ones. So, how do you stay connected with family members who live far away during the holidays?
Obviously, our phones. We call them, wish them a Merry Christmas. If it's a New Year, we wish them. If it's their birthday, we do that. Mostly our phones. Yeah, our phones. Or even through pictures. You can just send them pictures and they'll feel like, damn, I feel like I'm here in spirit or whatever. So yeah, mostly our phones.
Mostly through our phones. Okay. And through our phones. I like that because now times are different.
Times
So
have changed. Times have changed.
times are different. So you don't have to. You don't have to. I always think, and I've shared this before. I don't think there's any excuse now not to call your relatives or just check in with
Yeah.
people, because it's just one WhatsApp phone call away. So there's really no
No,
excuse.
sometimes it's also like a time. Maybe when I go, I'll be thinking like it's Zambian time, but it's that side.
Yeah, it's
One
we're
answer
um
and
six 6 hour difference. At least here, 6 hour difference. So
and
yeah,
actually people also change. Another point is people also change. Like
talk
if I was
about
to go to America, maybe I just change. I distance myself from the family in Africa. Like I've moved on. People do
yeah.
that, but yeah. So all
Why
those are.
why do you think people do that? Just curious.
I don't know. I don't know. I've never been abroad, so okay. Let me. Why? Maybe it's just so. Maybe you can just feel like you're more superior than the people in Z in Africa.
Ooh, go
I don't know.
lapo.
I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking. I'm thinking.
Hey
Maybe you
man,
can feel like maybe you're
I
more superior, or maybe you can feel like you're more richer,
at
or
more
maybe like,
volume.
or maybe like maybe what can I say? You've moved on. You're just like I'm done. Maybe as for like old school now, we can't relate to the life you're living. That said, all those things are factors.
No, I think those are very keen factors, right? So
Yeah.
once you move away, you think, and I just don't think that's a that's not a good
But it's
attitude.
still obviously some things you can't tell me because I wouldn't relate because I'm not that side. It's
Exactly.
even,
So
what are
talk
you
about
talking about?
cultural differences, right? So
Yeah.
I don't know, what are some things, I don't know, what comes to mind? What are some things that are, well, we talked about it earlier, but for young people, like what are some things that are, different there than here? Obviously there are a lot, but I can't think of one. So
Okay, there are differences for young people, us here. You guys there, you're chilling with, here, I'm used with black people. You guys there are with, I know how a black mind will understand things. I don't know how a white person because I've never been in a class with them.
when we were in
All
Livingston,
those
remember?
things.
Remember when we were in Livingston? You said
Oh,
that you'd never seen so many white people before. Okay.
hey, especially like moving in the road like that. Wow, I've never seen.
Mm,
Especially in Lusaka, they're not a span. You can't see a random. Okay, you can see a lot of white people moving in town aimlessly. Voila.
mm.
You can. That's one of them. White people. What else? Culture differences. Hey, I failed to think of others, but yeah,
Yeah,
that's a big one.
there cultural differences. There's you talked about respecting, respecting
Yeah,
elders. Some
respect
of us,
also respect,
some of
respect.
us talk a lot. Some of us just talk a lot. We might say something off.
Exactly. That's what I was meaning. You might say something. The people in Zambia will be like, "What is he trying to say?"
You know what,
But for you,
that
that's it.
I have a story like that, but I think there was one time I forgot what happened. I don't know what I did. Oh, I do remember. We had gone to Grandma Betty's house a very long time ago. This is my first time going to
Oh, when you
Zambia,
came in Zambia, when you came to Zambia.
the very first time. So, again, I'm 12 years old. This is my first travel overseas. I remember I said, like, are we going to the village? Because the neighborhood changed.
Oh
I
yeah, I
was,
remember the
I was,
roads. You are complaining about the
the-
roads
I
when
was.
you're
I
going
remember
home. When you're going to my house.
your old house. I remember your old house. I remember how your parents had the minivan. I remember. I
Yeah,
don't
the
know. We were going
living.
to your old house, and then I remember like sometimes we drive and brr, brr, and then the car would go this way. The car would go this way. I was like, what the heck? So
What's happening?
those are some different
Yeah, different.
I don't know if they're differences, right? Because for people who've never been, you're this is all new for you. Maybe also languages, right? You're trilingual, multilingual. You speak 3 languages.
3 languages. I have to start knowing my parents' languages, but yeah, I can speak Bemba and Nyanja.
Yeah. You speak 3 languages. Can I just say that is just like that's pretty cool because the way your brain functions is different. There's whole science studies on the way the brain functions. You speak 3 languages. You speak English. You talk about you speak Bemba. You speak Nyanja. I don't know. Talk about the languages. I've always obviously our family speaks Bemba because you're from Lusaka. Obviously, Lusaka, the language there is primarily.
It's both actually. It's both Bemba and Nyanja. Yeah. Funny thing is, if you can speak Bemba, your Nyanja is going to be broken. If you can speak Nyanja, your Bemba is going to be broken. That's how it is.
So what about you? But I've heard you speak both, and you speak both pretty, fluently.
My Bemba is more fluent than the Nyanja. True.
That's what I figured. That's what I figured. So your Bemba is
my
more
Bemba
fluent.
is more fluent than the Nyanja.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, I just think that's pretty cool. One of the things I've said
right now, I'm in the Copper Belt, so so my Bemba is becoming more stronger.
That is nice. One of the things I've said is that one of the things about having a multilingual cousins is that you guys can tell us words that we shouldn't know about. So I've always found that to be cool. I've always found that to be cool. We are going to take a quick break, and we have more of this conversation, and we're going to take a quick break, and we'll see you guys on the other side.
Hey Zambia, are you ready to kickstart your Saturdays with insightful conversations, unmissable guests, and all the trending topics you need to know? Then you have to tune into the ZBTR TV show. It's an electrifying show every single Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. From current affairs to lifestyle, entertainment, and everything in between, we're your go-to source for vibrant discussions that matter to you. Mark your calendars. Every Saturday, 9 a.m. CST. Join the ZBTR TVS show live stream and be part of something amazing. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Most of our viewers are not subscribed, and we really want you to be part of our growing community. Also, give us a follow on our social media platforms to stay updated throughout the week.
Welcome to VibeForge AI Studios, where creativity meets innovation for artists, businesses, and ministries everywhere. We craft high-quality media fused with AI magic. Fast, affordable, and professional. From ad campaigns to event promos and music videos, our AI tools bring your vision to life. Whether you're an artist, entrepreneur, content creator, or ministry, VibeForge is built for you. Our work is driven by faith, innovation, excellence, and integrity, always. See our portfolio on YouTube at The Christian Blogger and imagine what we can create for you. Let's build something extraordinary together today. Call, WhatsApp, email, or visit our website.
All right, everyone. We're back with Mr. Kanweka. It's been a very fun conversation. So I want to show some pictures, which I think are going to be pretty cool, of us when we were younger. So this is actually one of my favorite pictures. I'll start with this one. I don't know if you remember this one. Can you see it?
I can see it.
I don't know if you remember this one. This was our very first trip to Zambia. This was 2017. Very first
Obviously, I was
time.
very shy.
Yeah, I remember you were very shy. I don't think you were talking.
Especially.
You were very shy. There I am with the red long sleeve. And, I see Chanda in the back, and
I can see Chanda. You can see my boy Hanene.
Yep, we see Leandro. So this is one
Baby
of my
Noel.
yeah.
David.
I don't think yeah, and the funny thing is, all these guys now are all they're all grown up.
Grown men. Yeah,
it's crazy.
We've
So
all completed school.
This was they've all completed school. So this was then. Then this was our most recent picture. This is the goat one. This is before and after. This is before and after. This is before and after.
You didn't see my beard.
I don't see your beard. I don't see your beard. And this one was.
It's not a shame I wasn't here.
And then this one was last year. This is last year at.
Hey, yeah, this is
last year at Grandma's birthday party.
70th.
The 73rd birthday party.
And this isn't all of us. And this isn't all of us.
That's true. That's true. This isn't everybody. Which is
we have our oldest brother here, Francis.
Oldest brother Francis and Michael in the front, and then we have you and your brother in the back, your younger brother to the lower on the left side.
Yes.
I'm in the back somewhere. Then we have grandma
and
in
Lulu.
Yeah, we have grandma in the middle. So
Richama is there.
Yeah, we have our uncle there. So I mean, we talked about family, and we talked about just how close knit our family is. So I just wanted to share these pictures with our viewers. But I want to go back to this one because
hey.
those pictures brought back some memories. those pictures brought some good memories, and I think it's important for us. One of the things I enjoy, I think, about our cousins is that I think we all sort of have a very close relationship, and I think that's very important because we talked about cultural differences, and we talked about how we grew up in we grew up in the same family but under different environments, different cultural environments, so there's differences, but there's also commonalities. And I think one of the things that we enjoy in our family, we have, cousin group chats, of course. Christmas time is coming. Everyone's out of school now, so we'll all be talking to one another soon. Our group chats will be jumping now. Our group chats will be jumping. I'm curious, how did having such a big, I guess, group of cousins shape your childhood?
First of all, we have so many memories, which is all good. Of course, sometimes we don't get along, we don't talk all the time, but we're still brothers. Okay, we have a lot of brothers, we don't have a lot of sisters, so yeah, we're still brothers at the end of the day. Yeah, the memories have been good. The memories have been good.
Memories have been good. I like that.
Playing games, sleeping in the cottage.
Yeah, that was
all those things.
Those are memories. Yep, sleeping in the cottage, sleeping on the living room floor when we're all together. Laughing.
Hey.
One of the things that I like about the picture I showed before, the one when we were younger, is I don't know if you remember the story. In the back, Chanda's he's holding a toy gun. So I just wanted to say that it's not a real gun; it's a toy gun. Chanda's holding a toy gun in the back of that picture I just showed.
Mm-hmm.
And the story behind that picture, I believe, is that the little ones, Chanda, Leando, and all the little kids, they were causing mischief, and I think they got into a fight, not a real fight, but a play fight with the neighbor. And I don't know what happened, but I remember, so it's those little memories, I think, are very important. As as you said before, some of us don't talk, as often because again, we're all in school, we're all busy. I don't think there's any doubt that we all love each other, and we all have, again, I think as brothers, all of us, I can speak for everybody. We have a very close relationship. What is one of your sort of funniest moments with any of our cousins, and it could be any? What is there like a moment that sticks out to you?
Which moment? Obviously, that same night when we all crashed together. It was fun. When we crashed at Aunt Sarah's house, when we slept at Aunt Sarah's house on the floor. They both for us mattresses.
The funny thing about that story is I remember I woke up the next day. Mind you, again, this is our first trip back. This is our first trip to Zambia. Woke up that morning and I was trying to take a shower. And they're like, no, you got to use a bucket. I was like, man, what the heck did I just get myself into? I was like, a bucket? Last time I used a bucket was a long time ago.
I think most Zambians don't know how to use a bathtub. So we usually put a bucket inside. Unless showers are obvious, you just have to stand in the water. But for the bucket, because we don't know how to use a shower. A bathtub, sorry.
I used when I was here this past time. I mean, I was a pro with that bucket. I was like, oh my gosh, I was so proud of myself. I was quick. The bucket.
They didn't give you a cup. They didn't give you a cup. You pour it on yourself.
Yes. I was efficient with my bathing skills. I mean, there was one time I think I was staying at one of our cousins' house. And the water was cold now because the hot water wasn't working. I think this is the hot water only work in the morning when I was there. So, I was a guy, moment. You do your thing, you go in there, you use the bucket, and you're out. So those are, I've learned. One soap, one water. Very quick. So that's how we are with the bucket. We talked about, a typical gathering with all of our cousins. We all, I remember watching movies when we were there.
Yeah.
Of course, sleeping late, playing board games.
Monopoly.
Monopoly. Now that Grandma has a new TV, so we'll be bringing our consoles over now. We're excited for that. We'll be bringing
no more illegal streaming sites.
Exactly.
What that?
No more illegal streaming sites. Exactly. We'll be watching Netflix now. So it's these little things.
It's little things that matter. The little things.
I gotta ask you this question. So this should be a very easy question for you to answer because you know the answer. Who is the leader of the cousins?
Of the what?
Of the cousins, who's the leader? That's a very easy answer. You don't even have to answer.
I have to give it to. Should I give it to the oldest, Francis?
Okay.
Then you come maybe vice. You come as his vice.
I come as a vice. What are you?
You come as
really? I come as a vice. Are you trying to? Okay, maybe
but if you want to, you can. It's like the way Grandpa. It's like the way Grandpa Anton and Grandma Kunda are. Who can be the leader of the family?
They're both, because I think
You
that's
see,
that's my strength. I bring people together. So I'll accept the vice leadership, but I think that's an important quality. Obviously, we joke, but I think there's a power in bringing people together, and everyone says, oh no, Muhammad is always trying to get everyone to know each other. I think it's very important, especially
yes, very important.
especially in a family like ours, where some of us are, we've had the experience of going to Zambia multiple times, so we're very familiar with Zambia. So Zambia is not really new to us. There are some of our other relatives who've never been, so they don't really know the relative of you guys like the way we know you guys. So
True.
I think it's just an important, it's an important thing. But obviously, your family can be a little crazy. Some of them might be watching this or will watch this, so we'll choose our words
You've
carefully.
even been in a bus, Muhammad. You've even been in a bus.
Yes, I have been in a minibus. Yeah, I forgot to talk about that. I've been in a minibus before. This wasn't. I went on one before, the very first time. Then of course we went on the minibus together. That was quite an experience. That was quite an experience.
Very,
Yeah,
very
that was interesting. I think I remember when we went on the minibus in Lusaka and in Ndola. In Ndola, I sat next to a lady who had a live chicken, like right next to her, and I was like, "Wow, that is so unsanitary."
Some of them come with like buckets of chickens in a bus, and you're seated with them opposite next to them. They're going to sell in the communities, and some have bread. They buy that sweet bread, then they cut it and sell it to people in those areas.
I like that experience, because I remember when we went on the minibus. I think you had told me not to say anything, or maybe were we in the market? Was that in the market on the minibus? You told me not to say anything because he said just keep quiet, because they'll spot your accents.
They'll spot automatically. Even in the bus, that woman spotted you because you started talking.
Which woman?
I don't know. It was the thing for us being too squeezed to each other.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah, I remember. I think there was. Yep, we're all in the back, and there was one lady who was in. Again, minibuses. They're not like buses here. We actually have buses. Minibus is basically a van.
A van.
So you're squeezing 20 people in a van. That's that's
4 in each row.
4 in each row. Yeah, I remember that. We went to the Lusaka Museum. That was pretty cool. I don't have that picture, but we went there, and we, of course, we had Hungry Lion. That's a goat meal.
No,
everyone has to have Hungry Lion. Maybe KFC.
We had Panarottis also. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah. And Debonaire's Pizza. No, Roman's Pizza. That was pretty good. Obviously, we throw in a plug to Roman's Pizza. So all these, I wish I had some pictures from our trip to Livingston, because that was pretty fun. Because what made it fun, I don't know if you remember, is that
the
journey was crazy, and that we stayed at a different place each night. We weren't staying at one place, and I didn't know we were moving, and mommy had done that intentionally, because I was like, why are we going? We were moving. We'd be searching for a house, lodging. We go to hotels. That was pretty fun.
If she did that deliberately, then it was an experience. Because today I can just go and I know where I was asleep. I'll be like, I have to go to Charisma. I have to go to David Livingstone.
Yeah, and I think that was your first time there, right? It was all of our first times there.
Yeah. My first time.
How, you'd never seen so many, non-black people in Zambia.
Yeah.
And that was
too many people.
That was an experience.
Asking if you're at what Republic, whatever you call it, that old man. The one for maybe he's a Republican, maybe he's a what you call it?
Republican?
Yeah, I don't know what was he, that man.
I think He was a Republican. Yeah, that man at the, I remember. So, I mean, it was
Yeah.
that, I think that general experience, right? We went through Southern Province. That was a whole new experience for us. So I think it's those memories of what I'm trying to say. It's those memories that are, that are very critical to, we talked about this a while ago, how we look through some of our, family members when they are younger and they be, taking pictures. And, sometimes it's crazy to think like, wow, these people are actually young. It's like, wow,
Yeah.
they're in their 20s. Like, what the heck? They with the picture that they have, and I think we had talked about, we got to invest in a camera. So when we come back,
Yeah, I want to invest in a camera so that can be taking this
we'll
moment.
yeah,
Because most of their pictures were in our age, our age group. That's when they're taking this.
they were in their 20s when most of them were taking pictures. I got one question is, and as we wind down, if you had to describe sort of our cousin group in one word, is there a word to describe us, or there are many? There are many. Is there a word to can we describe in one word? Is that difficult, or?
It's what word can I use? It's complicated, it's fun, vibes. It's all over. I don't know what one word can describe us all.
I like maybe complicated. Complicated because complicated doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. It's made up where every one of us are different. We're part of the same family, but each one of us are different, and that's what makes us special. Is that we're different. We have some comments here. Oh, look at this one from Auntie Banga. I'm a proud auntie. Cultural differences. Wishing for snow on Christmas. I am with you. I wish for snow here.
For real. When did it snow here?
I don't know if it. I don't know.
It can't snow.
No,
it always rains, though.
You guys are in rainy season. I wish we were. I wish it was snowing here.
Our sponsor is commenting, Mohammed.
Yes, Auntie Banga, she said, yes, our sponsor is commenting. I'm a proud auntie, of course. And Mansa said that hearts and the food goes down. The food slaps in our family, of course. The food slaps in our family. She also asked this question. She asked, is Homelink on social media for anyone wanting to use the services? Yes, Homelink is on Homelink.
It's on Instagram, Facebook.
Homelink Apartments. For those of you in Ndola, if you would like to stay, very first class.
Very nice, one-bedroom apartments, fully furnished. Everything.
Exactly. So if you are in the Ndola area, please stay at Homelink. So my two final questions are, before we leave, we talked about staying connected in the diaspora for cousins who live far away. I'm curious, what's your thought on this one? How do you think our relationships have changed as we've grown older? We're not that old, we're both 21. So
yeah, obviously the first time when you came, you are you used to talk. You're talkative. Me, I wasn't talkative. I don't talk a lot. I was more quiet and reserved, and I still am. But yeah, it was just different. It was just like, why is he talking too much? Why is he talking to old people? A lot of people like him. Me, I was with the young ones, obviously. But it has changed over time now. We relate better. We talk. Yeah, we talk almost like every weekend. I don't know.
Yeah, we talk I mean, if we're not talking, we're texting, literally every day or every multiple times during the
videos,
week. That's
educating each other. Politics, obviously, you're a politician. Me, I'm not.
No, you're not.
Okay, I'm getting there. I know a lot
of course, you live with grandpa. Make sure you vote next year as well. Make sure you vote next year.
I haven't even registered. How can
See, right there. Well, that's why you have ZBTR TV. We'll educate you.
We'll be streaming. We'll be active.
You talked about, how again, I think also we're also both in school, so that's also another point of
Yeah.
relatability. We can relate a lot
Mhm.
because we're both university students, so a lot of the same,
A lot of the same topics. No, I'm stressed. Girls, all these other
what
things.
yeah, we gotta remember people watching now. You gotta okay, we have school and other stuff. All right, this is why.
Money.
Okay, money. Those
We
are
need
some,
money.
exact. When you're in university, you need money, of course. So those are some relatable things that we can relate to. But I like what you said, is that our dynamics have changed because of our age. We're young people. We're trying to navigate the world. We're also in college, and that's and I like what you said earlier, is that you need your family, especially
You
now
need,
in college,
huh?
because you can lose your mind.
Mom, you can lose your mind.
And it's important.
Literally.
You can
You
lose.
can even
You can.
losing your
Yeah.
mind. You can even start going into drugs now and all these things.
Oh, yeah. I mean, so how do you stay grounded? How do you? Let me ask you that question before we go. How do you stay? How do you? Because your school's a Christian school, of course.
Yeah.
Christian school. How do you stay? How do you stay? How do you stay grounded? Do you have your family? Do you go to church? Do you guys have like campus ministry?
Okay, me, I've always been grounded. You obviously know. I don't have peer pressure. I don't get like, this guy has this. I also have to have, me, I'm very content with what I have. So even though school has been crazy for me, that's a whole different conversation for another day.
That conversation. We could do that. Some maybe in the new year. Just talk about
Yeah,
schooling.
yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's been a very good journey. Very good.
it's
I've
been
learned
a.
a lot about myself, all that stuff.
I like that, and it's been a time of as I know this. It was a time of transition for you. You were transitioning from Osaka, and you were moving up, and it was a time for growth. So
Yeah.
I'm I'm very happy for that. Do you have any last words that you would like to say to everyone? I'm very proud of you. You spent 1 hour talking.
Hey,
And it
one
wasn't
hour.
me who was doing the talking. I know that's rare. Usually it's me doing all the talking.
For real. What can I say? It's been a good whatever episode. Yeah, I've enjoyed myself.
Auntie Chanda
Now
says,
give
good
me
job,
tell
guys. Auntie Chanda says, good job.
thank you, thank you, thank you. And tell Nathan to give me my check now. I can't come here for free.
No, 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 no,
I'm
no, no,
joking,
no.
I'm joking, but yeah, those are
Yeah.
my last words.
Well, thank you all very much for being here today. Um, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year from the ZBTR family. We'd like to thank you. Obviously, we thank Pastor Nathan for this opportunity. Thank all of you for watching. Um, Thankful to Kay for coming on and sharing. Um, just his thoughts. This was sort of unstructured. Usually, if you watch the show, it's very structured, but this is sort of unstructured because we wanted it to be sort of a discussion, a light-hearted discussion. This is sort of like how it is between us as cousins. I don't have a favorite cousin, of course, but if I did have one, if I
Mohammed.
did, I don't. If I did have one, I think he would be at the top of the list. But we hope that you all have been enlightened. We hope that we've offered some joy to you. We hope that you've just enjoyed our conversation. We wish you all, of course, a very Merry Christmas to those of you who can't be with your relatives for whatever reason. Our intention was for this discussion, maybe to make you feel better. And may God continue to bless you. May God continue to keep you as we go into the new year. There's so much that is yet to come from the ZBTR TV family, and we look forward to seeing you all next year. God bless you. Kay, any last words before we go? Or
God bless you. Bye, bye, bye.
all right. Thank you very much, everyone. All right, folks. That was our episode for today. Again, thank you very much. Very grateful for this opportunity, this platform. You all make this show what it is. May God bless each and every one of you, and we look forward to seeing you all in the new year.
Zambia Blog Talk Radio.